are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, it's the Sunday night opener for the new NFL season between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. It's the marquee game of opening weekend, and off we go on a Sunday night on EA Sports.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And a short pickup to about the 25. A lot of hype, of course, going into this one with the Cowboys and the Bucs. They met last year in the season opener. Remember, that was the night they raised the banner in Tampa. It was also Dak Prescott's comeback game. And the Bucs wound up winning 31-29 on a late Ryan Succop field goal. Really good game that was. These two teams were also the 2 best offenses in the NFL last year. The Cowboys gaining 18 more yards over the course of the season than the number 2 Bucs.
And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10.
Entering settings screen, you have 20 options. Menu narration option is set to off is selected.
For a Cowboy first down. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second and a couple.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there, and you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
Yeah, 1 for 1, a lot more to go. They expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down in midfield. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That good for 19 and a first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage. But every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
No running room for Zeke on first down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Again, it's Elliott. And a nice run. They're going to take this close to the first down marker at the Bucs 23.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Before he's brought down right on the chalk, and it's run. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. From the red zone now, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. 2nd and 9. Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. It'll be a gain of just a yard. 3rd and 7 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down.
And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some time.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
From the gun, it's Brady. This one complete to Giovanni Bernard.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he'll work down inside the 45.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Airing this one out for Evans. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Shotgun now for Brady. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is fielded at the 7. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
On 2nd, and hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Cowboy was there to get it. He was, and Dallas will maintain possession. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On play action, Prescott.
Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, We see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They overload him that time with a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Well, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, they've moved the ball okay here in these first 2 drives, but this one's going to, again, amount to nothing. They've got to start dialing up some plays that allow them to finish drives with points.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one 28 yards on the ground. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Throwing now is Brady. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. If you're a lover of offense, this has not been the half for you thus far. Luckily for me, though, I'm sitting next to a lover of defense, and we have had plenty of that, including that interception.
Yeah, and I mean, that still makes it a great game, doesn't it? Everybody talks about if the ball's not in the end zone and points going up on the board, it's not as much fun. I love these defensive battles. Something's got to give.
There he goes, left side. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 87 yards. And the Cowboys post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by Martin, and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Brady finding Godwin there for a Buccaneer first.
Less fanfare for Chris Godwin than other receivers of his ilk around the league, but he quietly put up 1,100 yards last season. The Buccaneers certainly noticed, and they handed him a new contract extension to continue being the catch magnet that he is. There's another one right there.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Getting it out wide here to Bernard.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. Tristan Wirfs, first-round pick in 2020.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw, it's Brady. This is caught by Evans. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Brady going to throw. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans in the final seconds of the first half. And the Buccaneers have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point put through by Succop. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
Taking it about the 1.
Green to bring it back.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
For the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. They blitz runs defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Now it's Ryan Suckup on after the touchdown to kick it away.
But from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
Oh, good return up past the 30. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored, and now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have, and try to move that ball down the field for an answering score.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They go to Elliott again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And some space here. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. Right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but yeah, from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
On 3rd down, Elliott.
And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Flushed out right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Buccaneers defense holds, and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that what? Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. picked up by Malik Hooker. And the Cowboys are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. A first down carry by Elliott. He'll take this to the 46.
With the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now an option play on second down.
And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Levante David in on the tackle.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and he gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Prescott off play action. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter play. One of the Jets sweep as Prescott bats it forward. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking middle, and that's complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Elliott is in. Touchdown, Dallas. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is we're all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Bernard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Brady. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph.
And he is going to have the Bucs first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
Well, with his size, you've really got to wrap up because arm tackles, they're not going to cut it. And that time, he used his full-grown man strength to fight off his defender and pick up the first down.
Room here to run.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 107 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the season opener.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
Well, partner, they've used him quite well out of the backfield in this one. And here's another nice example. They set up the screen, and he's able to pick his way downfield for a nice gain there.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. Forced out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is going to be intercepted. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They'd seen things that had happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run. Read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. That throw by Brady incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
On play action, it's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Now a carry for Bernard. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Not a lot of running room there, not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they had everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Brady. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That third down conversion good for 23.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Inside handoff now to Fournette. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
115 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
They do tack on the extra point as well. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away.
This one fielded at the 5.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
It was Jamel Dean who came up to make the tackle.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. after the delay. They're backed up even further for 3rd and long. To throw, Prescott. Finding Schultz. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. Use one right here.
A 20th carry here for Elliott.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Inside give to Elliott. And some room to work. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They just likely won this thing in regulation. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked up by Malik Hooker, and a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. They'll run left with Pollard. And he's got room. The 20. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
Well, partner, that'll do it. These week-run primetime games, they always seem to have a little bit more electricity, a little more anticipation, a fun one tonight, and a lot of fun ones that we have on the road ahead.
And, partner, I love the word you just used there, electricity. Things were crackling out there, weren't they? And let's face it, both of these teams came in with the idea, get off to these